Great day, everyone! Presenting to you the cluster schools, Tidang Village Elementary School and Dayap Elementary School with its current setup and accomplishments in the new normal. Dante D. Sacking, Doctor of Education, Principal 1, the cluster head. With the technical assistance of our multi-awarded district in charge, the inspiration, the idol of all the teachers and school heads of Western Kayapa, and the pride of SDO Nueva Vizcaya, Sir Arnel M. Batalla. And the powerhouse of all the programs in mathematics in SDO Nueva Vizcaya, Madam Nympha Nori A. Aquino, our anchor supervisor. Tidang Village Elementary School is formerly a primary school catering multi-grade classes from kindergarten to grade 4. But this school year, 2020-2021, it was converted to a complete elementary school, giving way to the opening of complete grade levels from kindergarten to grade 6. It is located along the National Highway, therefore, accessible to any type of vehicle, and it is considered as the gateway to Western Kayapa District. Tidang Village Elementary School has one-story building with one classroom but temporarily divided into two to cater the grades 5 and 6 and the grades 3 and 4 classes, and a makeshift building catering the kindergarten grades 1 and 2 class. The school has functional comfort rooms and the lavatory located at the entrance of the school. The cluster school, Dayap Elementary School. Dayap on top, for the school is located on a hilltop and a home of the most outstanding IP teacher in Nueva Vizcaya during the 2020 SICAT Awards, and the Outstanding Teacher of the Year during the 2021 National Awards for Educators. Dayap Elementary School has one-story building with two classrooms for the kindergarten grades 1 and 2 and the grades 3 and 4 class. Another one-story building with one classroom for the grades 5 and 6 class. The school has also functional comfort rooms, a wash-through located at the entrance of the school buildings, and functional lavatories installed in each classroom. The teaching staff, learners, and stakeholders of TVES. Karen D. Cabiag, Teacher 1, 5 years in service, serving the kindergarten grades 1 and 2. Victoria B. Del Rosario, Teacher 3, 25 years in service, the grades 3 and 4 advisor. Regine P. Dumangeng, Teacher 1, 3 years in service, the grades 5 and 6 advisor. Dayap Elementary School. Mercy P. Lopez, Teacher 2, 10 years in service, the kindergarten grades 1 and 2 advisor. Melanie C. De Leon, PSEF Teacher, the grades 3 and 4 advisor. Nena C. Dulawan, Teacher 3, 8 years in service, handling the grades 5 and 6 class. A total of 5 permanent teachers, 1 PSEF teacher manned by a Principal 1 position, Dante D. Sacking, Doctor of Education, the cluster head. Tidang Village Elementary School caters 32 active learners, and Dayap Elementary School with 38 active learners, regularly visited by the dedicated and passionate teachers. TVES, learners' ratings during the first quarter, second quarter, And third quarter of this school year revealed that all the classes are performing. First quarter, second quarter, and third quarter average grades of Dayap Elementary School learners disclosed that they are active and alive in the modular distance learning. The stakeholders of both Tidang Village and Dayap Elementary School are very supportive in all the programs, projects, and activities of the school, evidenced by their attendance and participation during the general PTA meetings conducted. On the accomplishments, 100% of the teachers were regularly supervised and monitored by the school head. For the class observation using the classroom observation tool, 100% of the teachers were observed for the first and second COT. Teachers of Tidang Village Elementary School visited all their learners for the months of January and February, and for April and May, home visitation is prohibited due to the general community quarantine. For Dayap Elementary School, 100% of the learners were visited for the months of January to April. Both schools have 0 learners at risk of dropping out. For the RBI recipients, only 3 learners were able to access RBI at Tidang Village Elementary School since most of the learners lack gadgets. For Dayap Elementary School, almost all of the learners were not able to access RBI due to lack of gadgets and very poor internet connection. RBI is helpful to supplement and complement the learning of the lessons to learners. However, the platform wherein RBI is delivered is not accessible to all due to limited access. The special programs of Tidang Village and Dayap Elementary School. The cluster SLAC on ELLN, the school-based early language literacy and numeracy program provided the kindergarten to grade 3 teachers with techniques, strategies, and pedagogies that are vital in helping learners to improve and master literacy and numeracy skills. Next, the early grade mathematics assessment pretest. The graph shows that grade 3 learners of Tidang Village Elementary School indicates a passing average of 76%. The passing average is a result of 100% home visitation program of the school, while the kindergarten displays 70% on one-to-one correspondence, while grade 1 and grade 2 class displays a passing average of 90% on the same task. For Dayap Elementary School, the graph shows that grades 2 and 3 indicate a passing average of 78% and 76% respectively. The passing average is a result of 100% home visitation program, while the kindergarten and grade 1 class displays a passing average of 70% and 88% in one-to-one correspondence respectively. Next, the early grade reading assessment, pretest. For Tidang Village Elementary School, the graph shows that grade 3 class has a passing average of 78%, while grade 1 and 2 marked 17% and 55% respectively. As an intervention, The school distributed reading materials and requested the parents to assist their children in reading. In one way or another, this may enhance their reading fluency. For Dayap, the graph shows that grades 1, 2, and 3 class marked an average of 33, 60, and 56% respectively. As an intervention, the school implemented the project ARH, Afternoon Reading Habit, through the guidance of parents to enhance the literacy skills of the key Stage 1 learners. For the child protection, the graph shows that there are no incidents of child abuse, bullying, children in conflict with the law, children at risk of and teenage pregnancy from October 2020 to April 2021. This indicates a positive and successful campaign of homeroom guidance and child protection program of Tidang Village and Dayap Elementary School. School MOOE of Tidang Village Elementary has an average monthly allocation of 12,500 pesos and was properly disbursed and liquidated for the months of January to May 2021. The breakdown: most of the expenses from January to May 2021 proceeded to the supply for printing SLMs and LAS with 54%, repair and maintenance of buildings with 34%, mobile load, internet load, electricity expense, training expense with 3%. For Dayap Elementary School, the MOE allocation per month is 11,083 pesos and 33 centavos and is also properly disbursed and liquidated on time. The breakdown is as follows. January to May 2021, most of the expenses proceeded to the supply of printing SLMs and LAS with 66%, storage of SLMs and LAS and internet load with 8%, mobile load with 6%, electricity expense for 5%, home visitation materials with 4%, and training expense with 3%. The MOOE expenses are presented every regular cluster staff meeting for transparency purposes. For the SBM, both schools is on level 1 developing since both are newly converted from a primary school to an elementary school. The SBM Task Force of Dayap Elementary School and the monthly updating of documents. The curriculum implementation projects from the AIP of Tidang Village Elementary School. The Project Sagip, acquisition of gardening tools, Project Pulot, pick up litters and observe tidiness, Gulayan sa Paaralan, and Project Mushroom, the makeshift room. All to be completed at the end of the school year. And the CI projects of Dayap Elementary School are the Project ARH, Big Book and Sim Brigade, Project Akis, Project Math, Project Mine, and Gulayan sa Paaralan, all to be completed at the end of the school year. For the best practices of Tidang Village Elementary School and Dayap Elementary School is the 100% regular home visitation. And the interventions are the remedial lessons to learners during the regular home visitation program. Awards received: Nena C. Dulawan, Teacher 3 of Dayap Elementary School, awarded as the Outstanding Teacher of the Year during the second National Awards for Educators by the InstaBright publication. Also an Extra Miler awardee in the district level. Victoria B. Del Rosario, Extra Miler awardee, district level. And Dante D. Sacking, the school head, Sparkler Award, district level. The plans, ways forward, specific activities to be undertaken for learners, educate learners on how to engage themselves in the modular learning, improve literacy and numeracy skills of learners through home visitation, remedial reading and remedial activities, and develop love for reading and listening short stories for Key Stage 1 and 2 learners. For teachers, participate in webinars about teaching strategies and pedagogies in teaching learners in the new normal. To produce audio and video lessons as supplementary materials to self-learning modules. And to produce at least one innovation per teacher. For the PUPs, to have a cluster lock session to plan and prepare an intervention activity that will address the least mastered skills. And to comply the needed IATF and requirements in preparation to the opening of classes with minimal face-to-face. Plans in case of lockdown, considering the distribution and retrieval of SLMs, and last are to orient the parents to print SLMs in 1:1 ratio and maximize the use of school triage and implement IATF protocols, and monitor learners through kumustahan calls and texts, and update parents on the performance of the learners through texts and calls and home visitation programs. That's all, and thank you very much. From Tives and Des family. Tives, the tidy gateway. Dayap on top. Western Kayapa, Uma Arangkada.